we are here at the BBC Studios reporting the latest news. Here are today's top stories.
Mr Stark from Uddingston Grammar School's Technical Department is retiring, and we talked to him about his gift for the school. Our news correspondents Katie and Amy are at Uddingston Grammar School with the latest updates from the Rights Respecting Steering Group.
We then speak to some fifth-year pupils about their trip to Zanzibar in 2016 and the work they'll be doing there. Here is Katie and Amy with Mr Stark from Uddingston Grammar School's Technical Department.
So how long have you been at this school and how do you feel to be leaving?
Well, for the school, I think it's about 10, possibly 11 years. I don't know the exact date. I am more than pleased to leave, not because I don't want to be here and I don't like it here, but because I've reached the age where I want to retire now and I've got other things I want to do outside school life, and that just will keep me very busy.
How did you come up with the idea of the sign?
Well, the sign is Mr Mackay's idea. He wanted a sign made and he wanted it in wood if possible, and the sign is really the school motto plus what the school motto means, which lots of the pupils in the school don't seem to know. So that's the reason he wants it up, so every time you leave the school you'll be able to see your motto and see what the actual meaning of the Latin is.
Shall we take a look at the sign?
Yes, okay. Okay, so this is the sign that Mr Mackay wanted, and he only asked for it to be very simple, very plain. So it's a dark wood, especially because it's dark, and a white plyboard in the back of it, which makes it all stand out. And what we've done is we've cut out all the letters singly, and then they were left as they were until pupils that I could find anywhere in the school or within the room, I asked them to come in with the light to stick a letter on. And every letter has been stuck on by a pupil in the school, and the majority of them have an idea of what the letter would mean and how they're going to remember it, which is usually maybe their name or their pet or something like that. One person has stuck a letter on because there's somebody who died, a brother he lost. Another one stuck a letter on because, well, the letter didn't mean anything to her, but she liked a cup of tea, and the tea is one of her letters, so she decided, I'll just remember it because I like tea.
Thank you, Mr Stark, for the interview. Now we'll go back to the studio.
Uddingston Grammar School's Rights Respecting School team are working towards earning the Level 1 award to become a Rights Respecting school. They are aiming to achieve this award by December 2015.
The Rights Respecting Schools team have already created a school charter which has been enrolled throughout the entire school. They have also gained recognition of commitment from UNICEF.
Uddingston Grammar are expecting a visit from the representatives of UNICEF in December to ensure they are meeting the criteria of earning the Level 1 award.
We will now go to Amy and Katie, who are in Uddingston Grammar, with some students and teachers with their thoughts on becoming a Rights Respecting school.
And we're going to interview Andrew Moore on his thoughts on Rights Respecting, and Olivia Wilson, who's in the Rights Respecting team.
And what way has the introduction to becoming a Rights Respecting school changed the atmosphere in class?
It's had a positive effect on the atmosphere that we've got in class.
Sorry,
We can edit that.
okay. That's good. How has this affected you as an individual?
Do you want to try that again?
Do you want to start again?
Sorry, I'm really honest. This up.
Okay, sorry, you can just say,
Right. My name is Katie Hull, and here with me is Amy McCormack. We're going to interview Andrew Moore on his thoughts on Rights Respecting, and Olivia Wilson, who's in the Rights Respecting team.
Andrew, in what way has the introduction to becoming a Rights Respecting school changed the atmosphere in your class?
It's had a positive effect on our class atmosphere.
That's good. How has this affected you as an individual?
It's made me more aware of the rights that I've got in school.
And what would you like to see happening in Rights Respecting school?
I'd like to see them achieve their Level 1 award.
Thank you. Now Katie is going to interview Olivia.
What has Rights Respecting done in the past year?
In the past year, we've designed our own school charter, and it's in all the classrooms in the school, and we've made everyone aware of the rights that they've got.
And what are you planning to do in the next few months?
In the next few months, we're hoping to achieve our level 1 award, and then after that our level 2.
And what do you still need to do to achieve your level 1 award?
We need everyone to be on board with Rights Respecting School and all the teachers to use the chart in the classroom all the time.
How do you think this will benefit the school?
I think it will create a more positive atmosphere in the school and everyone will be aware of the rights that they've got.
Thank you, Olivia.
Here with us is Miss McGregor from Uddingston Grammar, who's going to give us her thoughts on becoming a respecting school.
How do you think the introduction of becoming a rights respecting school has had an impact on daily school life?
I think it's had a very positive impact. I think increasingly people are aware of their rights and their responsibilities, not just students and pupils but also teachers, and that has made an impact on everyone hopefully.
And what ways do you think the school will improve?
I think there'll be more mutual respect between students and teachers and pupils. They will know each other better and understand each other better.
150 pupils from Uddingston Grammar are going to Zanzibar in Africa to work with the local people there. Here is Sophie for more information.
Hello, I'm Sophie and today I'll be interviewing the S5s from Uddingston Grammar. This is Lewis and this is Cara. The S5s are going on a trip to Zanzibar, which is in Africa. So what is the reason for your trip to Africa?
Well, we're going to be building a couple of bridges with 2 schools over there, very large, 6,000 and 3,000 pupils in both. So we're doing a lot of groundwork and renovating places and sports coaching and stuff like that.
What made you want to go on this trip?
I thought it was a really good opportunity for future things I want to go on to do, and also Lewis mentioned about coaching, so that's something that I'm really interested in, and I hope to just have experienced something I've never done before.
What will your accommodation be on the trip?
Accommodation will be quite basic. I think it's a 2-star hotel we're staying in, so nothing fancy for the trip.
How long will your trip last?
We're in Zanzibar for about a week, and then it'll be a day, maybe a day and a half travelling either side of that.
Will you need to take anything or do anything when you're on your trip?
Well, the country is quite Islamic influence, so you're not allowed to show a lot of skin, so you need to make sure shoulders and ankles and stuff like that are covered.
Yeah. Will you need any immunisations or medication before your trip?
Yeah, so there's a lot of diseases over in Africa, and in particular malaria and yellow fever, so we'll have to get jags before we go.
And is there anyone going on the trip who's concerned about the current outbreak of Ebola in Africa?
I think just about everyone was. Before we'd even signed up, we had to make sure it was furthest away as we could from Ebola, so yeah, everyone.
Okay. Thank you for your time and good luck on your trip. Now back to you at the studio.
A thick blanket of smog that has swept over the UK could cause health problems for people suffering with asthma or heart problems. Britain has been placed on a health alert as pollution blows in from Europe, and air pollution levels have been predicted to reach a high 9 out of 10 in Doncaster, so do take care.
We now go to Uddingston Grammar's Eco Committee to find out what they think about pollution.
So how do you feel about pollution?
Well, we at the Eco Committee feel that pollution is one of the major problems mankind is facing at the moment. The threat of global warming with the rising water levels and the change in weather patterns could have a very drastic effect on the way humans live their lives. Also, the threat of sea pollution and land pollution are changing the environments we live in, and we think that it could make our environments very unpleasant, if not dangerous. So it was clear to us that something needs to be done quickly, as soon as possible, to stop this before it's too late, in order to conserve this planet for future generations.
Remember, there's going to be a solar eclipse on Friday morning. Here are some important things to keep you safe.
Remember, don't look directly at the eclipse, as this can lead to retinal burns and permanent loss of sight. This applies to looking at the sun too.
The eclipse should not be viewed through a camera lens, binoculars or a telescope.
The eclipse should not be viewed by smoked glass, stacked sunglasses, polarised shades or any photographic filters.
Do not take a selfie with the eclipse, as it can result in looking directly in the sun without you realising.
Observe children very carefully, as they will not realise the dangers of the solar eclipse and how it can damage their eyes.
Here are some ways that you can watch the eclipse safely.
You could use a pinhole camera to project an image of the eclipse onto a piece of card.
or you could use a colander to make multiple pinholes too. And you can use specifically designed viewing glasses. That's all. Hope you enjoy the eclipse and keep yourself safe. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Raven Star.